Hi everybody, Mike Benninger here, owner of ChefMike.ca and TimeManagement.ca. Instead of being in the real life kitchen, we're in my barbecue. Today, one of my favorite pork ribs. Now ribs are very, very easy to do once you know how. Here's the trick to good pork ribs. Number one, braise them first. You want to put them in about 2 cups of liquid. This is 2 full racks or 4 pieces. Goes in 2 cups of liquid in your oven, 300 degrees for about 2 hours. If you want to do it outside and not heat your house up, you put them on one side of your barbecue, again, inside the pot. Turn the heat to medium on the other side here, about 2 hours as well. Don't let them get cold or they'll fall apart because the bones expand during heating, will shrink and they'll fall apart. Barbecue, medium heat. All you're gonna do here is finish them off with some sauce. You're not gonna cook them very much here. If you cooked ribs long enough on your barbecue to actually cook them from raw to cooked, they'd be dry and probably burnt. So all we're going to do here really is use the barbecue to kind of finish them off, add some caramelization, some sweetness, and we're going to use that to put the barbecue sauce on. This liquid, do not reuse this liquid. This liquid had raw meat attached to it. It's been cooked. Don't use it. Always use fresh barbecue sauce and a fresh brush. Now, heat's very, very low. On it goes. And be generous here, because barbecue sauce is good stuff. It's a little high in fat, but you're only going to have a little. So this goes on. Spread this on. Watch for burning, because your barbecue sauce is a very high sugar content. I like to use ones that are very, very rich and smoky. The more South U.S. type things like the Texas and the Carolina barbecue sauces. I like the sweet ones. If you want to have them hot, feel free. If you have a kid that doesn't like barbecue sauce at all, what you can do here is you can actually just leave one sauceless. So you can have whatever you want. If mom and dad want to have it a little bit stronger, put theirs on one side of the grill. If the kids want theirs a bit milder, theirs can be on the other side of the grill. This works very, very well with pork ribs. Beef ribs will also work the same way. Cook them for a couple hours first, then put them on and finish them. But they take a lot longer to actually get tender. Pork ribs are very expensive to buy when they're not on sale. I know that sounds a bit strange to say it that way, but when they're on sale, buy lots. They freeze beautifully. They have a very high fat content, and they actually will keep for several months in your freezer. When they're on for $2.99 a pound or even less than that, or at the bulk food stores, feel free to buy lots, freeze them, take them out of the package and put them in 2 racks at a time. There's easily enough here to feed a small family of 4 quite comfortably. So what we're gonna do, sauce on the one side, turn that over. Now you can see how I cooked it, how the bones are starting to come through a little bit. That's what you want. You want off the bone tender. But you want the heat to be fairly, again, low to medium low here. Usually I like my barbecue wide open, but not here. And again, add as much sauce as you want or as little sauce as you want. I'm gonna be kind of generous here because I like lots and lots of sauce on mine. Now ideally, I would let these cook for a lot longer than what time we're gonna have today, because I want the sauce to get really, really thick and gooey. But we're under a bit of a time constraint here, so we need to kind of move along a little bit. But they're cooked. And that's the important thing, is make sure they're cooked before they actually go on here. All the barbecue's for is to finish. And too many people try to actually start them from the very beginning, and they get burnt and they go dry, and it's just not very nice, and you don't want that at all. So what I would do now, I'd put this lid down. You've got the one side getting crispy, the other side, the sauce is going to reduce. Come back in 4 or 5 minutes, and we'll show you the plate is finished. So here we are, just a minute or so later, and look what we have here now. The sauce is caramelized, it's reduced, it's just been a minute or so, and that's perfect. That's exactly what your rib should be like. On we go onto our platter. They're just about ready to fall off the bone. There we go, 1 more second here. Now I would serve these, baked potato, some fluffy rolls, some coleslaw, whatever you like. My name is Mike Benninger, owner of ChefMike.ca and TimeManagement.ca. Hope you enjoyed this little lesson on ribs. This recipe and others are always on my website at ChefMike.ca. Thanks for watching The Real Life.